I am Sarala Ketty, Assistant Professor, AMC Group of Education Institution, Manishi. Today, we are going to discuss about contract costing. It is a special type of costing which is used in building construction, road construction, and which required more than 1 year or a long period. Here we can see the meaning and definition of contract costing. Contract costing is a special type of job costing which is also called as terminal costing. The construction is according to the requirement of the contractee or the parties, and the work is undertaken or carried on outside the factory, and it is the order is a long term duration, which is as per ICMA defines contract costing is that part of specific order costing which require a large period of time. Then you can see the features of contract costing. It is a special type of job costing. Here the job is very large and which take more than one period or long period which is taken to carry out the work, and the work is carried on outside the premises. Then each contract is treated as a cost unit and separate account or distinct account is prepared for each contract. All labor cost is treated as direct cost, and there is subcontract is applicable in contract account, and cost control is very difficult. Methods of costing. Fixed cost contract, cost plus contract, contract with escalation cost. These are the three methods which can be adopted in contract costing. Let us see what do you mean fixed cost contract. The fixed cost contract is here in which this particular method the contractor and the contractee along with fixed a particular price which is related to that contract that includes the progress payments, that is called fixed cost contract. Then another method that is cost plus contract. As per cost plus contract, both of them agreed into consider the cost that is actually incurred to that particular contractor along with a particular percentage of profit that is fixed according to their agreement can be reimbursed by the contractor from the contractee. So in this method, the cost plus contract, contractor can be reimbursed an amount of cost which is already incurred into that particular project plus a certain percentage of profit as per their agreement. Then another method that is contract with the escalation cost. Here the technical term escalation, that is the increasing cost. There is a chance to increase the cost of material in the open market, and according to the change in price of material in market, there is an additional clause can be included in their agreement to taken an amount of increasing cost, additional cost, which is called as escalation cost to meet the increasing cost of material as per their agreement. Then the contract costing procedure, here it is. Contract account. In contract costing, each contract is allotted a distinct number and a separate account is opened for each contract. So, separate account needed for whether it is a particular contract A, contract B, contract C. We have to prepare different account. Then, all direct cost. What is direct cost? Directly involved in the project. That is direct expenses, supervision cost, labor cost and material cost, subcontract cost, all are treated as direct cost and is directly included in the contract account. And indirect cost, which is not directly involved in the contract but it supports the production or the construction, that is indirect cost, which is also called as overhead or indirect expenses. And the transfer of material, it's whether there is any amount of material transfer from one department to another, one contract to another, or to the supplier or to any other mode, that is also called as material transfer and it can be credited in contract. Here we can continue the contract costing procedure. Here we treated that as contract price. It is a fixed price according to the agreement between contractor and contractee which is credited in contract account. then that is profit or loss can be treated. Whether the expenditure less than the contract price, there is a profit and can be debited in contract account. Then otherwise, expenditure is greater than income or contract price, there is a chance to lose and it can be credited in contract account. Then another term, that is notional profit. It is related in incomplete contract. What is notional profit? The total of value of work certified and value of uncertified minus cost of work to the date of notional profit, to the date of closing. That is called as notional profit. And part of notional profit to be transferred to P&L account, and if it is an incomplete contract, the balance amount can be treated as reserve. Procedure to compute part of profit to P&L. According to the board certification, the notional profit can be a certain part as profit and the balance treated as reserve. So we have to consider certain rules, such as if the work completion or work certified is less than 25% of total contract price, then no profit to be transferred to P&L account. Whole amount of notional profit can be transferred to reserve in this particular case. Then we can consider another case, that is the work certification is greater than 25% and less than 50%. In this case, a part of notional profit can be treated as profit. That can be computed as notional profit into 1/3 into cash received divided by work certified can be treated as profit, and the balance 2/3 of notional profit can be transferred to reserve. In another case, whether the work certified is greater than 50% and less than 90%. In this case, 2/3 of notional profit can be treated as profit and a balance of 1/3 can be treated as reserve. Here notional profit into 2/3 into cash received divided by work certified as profit, and the balance is transferred to reserve. Then after the completion of 90%, whole amount of notional profit can be recorded as profit. Here, what are the terms used in contract costing? The important terms that is used in contract costing: work certified, work uncertified, retention money, material at site, work in progress, etc. Here, work certified. What is work certified? The value which is receivable on finishing the contract as per the contractor's claim, which is certified by the contractee's authority. This may be an architect. It is called work certified. Then what is work uncertified? It is a value which is already claimed by the contractor but not ensured by the contractee's architect as completion. That is called work uncertified. It is the work completed as per the claim of contractor but not certified by the architects. It's called uncertified work. It includes in work in progress. Then what is retention money? It is a part of work certification. After certified the work, a part of amount to be paid to the contractor is kept in hand by the contractee for future uncertainty. That is called retention money. This retention money is kept in the hands of contractee. And what is material at site? After the completion of a particular contract, whether there is any amount of stock or plant inside, that is called a material or plant at the site. Then what is work in progress? Work in progress is the total of work certified plus work uncertified is called work in progress. Here you can see a format of contract account. In a distinct account, we have to debit all direct expenses and indirect expenses and the asset which is introduced in the contract. Here you can see the terms which is the items which is used in contract account in debit side as material purchase, material from store, material from others, wages, indirect expenses, plant opening and all outstanding expenses. And you can see in credit side, that is if it is a incomplete contract, work in progress, which include work certified and work uncertified. Then material returned to store, cost of material sold, material at site, planned closing can be recorded in credit side. Then we have to take the difference between credit and debit total. Whether the total of credit exceeds the debit, it is profit. And alternate whether the expenses exceed the income, that is the credit side. Here it is a loss. If it is a loss, it can be credited in credit side, and if it is a profit, it can be debited. Then you can see a balance sheet format here. There is no need of record all items in balance sheet. We have to report only the terms which is related to contract account in balance sheet. In balance sheet, we have to represent only work in progress, that is work certified plus work uncertified and less cash received. That is work in progress. Plant at site can be reported and material at site can be reported. And in credit side, in liability side, costing P&L can be represented and contract account balance can be represented and outstanding expenses can be represented. Thank you.